back, nigga. Like, hurting pockets. I feel like I made that joke before, but shit, being broke is tough, man. I'm broke right now. I'm trying to get some more money, but we back on Mafia 1. Man, I'm trying to get some paper, you hear me? I might get on my shitty boy shit, start scamming niggas. Stolen IDs and gift cards all up in the rental. It's hot as shit. I'm about to turn the fan on. I hope I hope that niggas could still hear me because my fucking headset just got yanked out. We already seen this. We can skip that. Man, I'm gonna be pissed off if this shit. But I mean, I guess I could just. It's not like bully. I kind of could just redo this, but still. I'm trying to. Well, I was outside smoking, trying to remember what this next one was finna be about, and I think I remember this. And this is exactly
Hey,
why I
boss.
said that shit from Frank was funny.
Came as soon as I got your message.
Sit down, Tom. We have a mole, Tom.
No. Oh,
I was up all night driving myself nuts trying to figure it out. I started thinking maybe it's one of our guys. We aren't paying his fair share. Someone with a light wallet.
Maybe looking to Morello for a new suit.
Frank wasn't around, so I went to the safe to get the account books. To see who's getting cents on the dollar he's earned.
what do you know?
The books are gone, Tom.
Frank.
More than 50 years I've known him. Everything I have, I got with Frank. And every buck we've earned, every dime we've paid out, it's all logged in those books. Frank hands those over to the feds, we're finished.
Frank respects one person in this whole town, and that's you. This has got to be some kind of misunderstanding.
I've been calling him all day. I went by his place. He's gone. His wife and kid are gone.
But why?
I don't know. I'm sure he has his reasons. Maybe he's still smarting over the dog.
But when you tried to drown,
Yeah. Same one I shot after he wouldn't let me sink her. I was a stupid kid, Tommy. But grudge or no grudge, we gotta get those books back. Shake down all our stories. See who knows what. When you catch up to Frank, you get those books. And if he doesn't have them on him, you make him tell you where to find them. After that, you do what we gotta do.
I got you. Now that we heard the full story, do y'all think Frank really broke that nigga's nose? Because
waiting for you with a clean car.
alright, I got you. Y'all think Frank really broke that nigga's nose? Cause he said that Frank said he broke his nose, and Don said that Frank wouldn't let him drown him. So y'all think that like that's what he meant when he said he wouldn't let me drown him, or y'all think that they just got into like a little argument? Cause I mean, skinny niggas could fight, but Frank don't seem like a nose breaking type of nigga. Frank is a nose breaking type of name, but that's not a nose breaking type of. You feel me? Like he don't got a nose breaker face. Stolen IDs and gift cards all up in the rental.
Tough day today, Tom.
Yeah, alright, don't talk to me though. What's poppin'?
We gotta keep a lid on this town. Start with Biff, but don't give him nothing.
Who the fuck names a kid Biff?
And something special here, if you want it.
What is it? Yes, sir. I want that. Pause.
When Frank sees a La Parra, he'll know. The old ways work.
I'm assuming
It's coming now from Frank.
me either, but I mean I didn't play this before, so I did. But the first time I played this, I for sure didn't. Is the Lapara the type of car? Or no, this is called a Bolt. So then I wonder, what? See, is that the shotgun that I just got? I don't know, but I was like, what does he mean by the old ways work? Like, is it like the way that I'm about to do this? Because I know that Tommy, when he shot that one nigga, he had to say Don Salieri sent his regards, which, I mean, technically you don't have to, because I've done that before, and I definitely just shot at that nigga. I didn't know you could just walk up to him, but, like, what does he mean by that? Does he mean the shotgun or the car? It don't matter. Fuck Frank. I ain't gonna lie, Frank, you ratted. Nigga, you a snitch. Fuck Jake Lucky, too. But I can't believe that nigga really got on Twitter and multiple times was dick eating I show speed. Like, bro, I've said this before, and I don't, like, I hate to make things race related, but it's like, bro, white people get slack that black people just can't add that. Like, black people just will never get, bro. This nigga PewDiePie really got on fucking stream and died in a video game and said, oh my god, what a fucking N-word. And niggas is mad at I show speed for being himself. Not that his content is all family friendly, but my thing be with niggas who try and get on this high horse and get on their platforms and cancel niggas. It'd be like, what do you niggas laugh at? What do y'all think is funny? What type of jokes are y'all making? Are y'all just fucking perfect human beings that have never offended anybody? Because that's not true. You can be the most churchiest church going nigga and offend somebody. Do you know why? Because you could listen to secular music and somebody could think that no, all you supposed to play is gospel. You supposed to raise your children exactly by the Bible. Whoop de whoop de whoop de whoop de whoop. The shit that you're doing is that's not of God. You could be a nigga that most people in the community look up to and still fuck up and offend somebody in some way, shape, or form. So who the fuck is Jake Lucky to get on his fucking and cancel? Like, I show speed ain't even 20, nigga. You trying to cancel like a 18-year-old nigga? Like, what the fuck be up with niggas?
Don might want to know.
It depends. What's it worth to you?
$20.
How about 40?
All right, spill.
The FBI's in town. They're getting something from Morello, but I don't know what.
How'd you hear?
Little Tony
Told
got some
Ball
guy
give him a
drunk in a
dub.
black cat and drove him home. Heard a bunch of stuff, so he's the guy you want to see.
Okay. Thanks.
But like, you feel me though? Like, what
Always
be?
a pleasure, Tommy.
Biff. I didn't even say shit to him, just walked out. But like, you feel me though? Like, what be up with niggas? Like, my thing is like, if you're gonna be like that way, be that way with everybody. Tweet that shit about PewDiePie. Tweet that shit about all the white creators that say something offensive or something that you don't agree with. Tweet that shit about Andrew Tate. You feel me? And not that I think people should be canceled, because not that I think Aiden Ross or any of them niggas should be canceled, but tweet that shit about Aiden Ross, nigga. Tweet that shit about these niggas that whose content isn't so fucking family friendly, but you're not doing that to the white people. You're doing it to the, like, you feel me? Hold on, fuck this baseball game for a minute. I'm in my bag right now. But you feel me? Like, and I know that it's not that fucking Speed was the only person that he did it to, and I know that it's an old topic, but like, still, like, I kind of just be feeling like niggas just be like, why cancel people, bro? Like, I just don't understand that. Like, and don't get me wrong, some niggas like R. Kelly, that nigga, he needs to be canceled, but my thing be with shit like that nigga needs to be dead. Like, fuck a cancel. Like, they should have, oh, you did all of that, like, it shouldn't have, bro. I found out about R. Kelly through a fucking Boondocks episode. There's no way in hell that shit should have been really going on, and niggas didn't arrest him, but they made a fucking cartoon about it. And that's not saying that Aaron Magruder should be canceled, because that show was hilarious, and I don't want to say I love that episode, but that episode was funny. But like, that nigga should have been in jail. Like, fuck canceled and not streaming his music. They should have. I don't want to. Man. Set his dumb ass on fire or something like that, like, and then don't stream his music. Like, that's what I be feeling like should happen to these niggas that do this shit. So it's not that niggas shouldn't be canceled. I just don't think for like, bro, niggas really be digging up tweets from like 2011. Like, that's fucking sick. How you cancel a nigga from something from 11 years ago, bro? Niggas be 20, niggas be, bro, you know how old I was 11 years ago? I was 9. I mean, I ain't never tweeted nothing wild, and I don't have a Twitter, but and I wasn't saying crazy shit at 9, but I was 9.
Nah. Nah, it's not.
What's this about the guy you drove home who's with the feds?
He came in
I'm about
for
to
a
pop
drink,
this rat
which
nigga.
turned into 10. He's hired muscle for some kind of safe house.
Where?
Oak Hill, corner of Pine. He gave me $10 to drive him back and keep my mouth shut. They're on that Councilor Gilatti's brokered some kind of deal between Morello and the FBI. They were all ready to sit tight on someone in there.
Why the hell didn't you tell us?
Tom, I did. I came in to see Frank straight away. He didn't tell the Don?
No.
No.
No, he didn't.
Tom, what's going on?
Nothing, man. I'll talk to you later, man. But yeah, that nigga's bugging. I'm glad Phantom said that, and I'm glad not Jake, I'm glad that nigga Speed is still growing, man. And not that I agree with all of the shit that he says, because he says some wild shit sometimes, but I don't think Speed has ever said or done anything that you should really cancel him for. I don't think he's fucking with nobody underage, especially because I think that nigga's a minor. And like, as for as much wild shit that he said, I don't think he's made jokes about touching a kid. I don't think he's made jokes about assaulting anyone. Like, you feel me? Like, the SAing anyone. I don't want to say the word because I know that that's like, you know, it's a sensitive topic. But I don't think he's made those type of jokes. Not that that's like the bar or anything. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the bar. I'm not saying that that's the bar because nigga, that means the bar is in hell. But I just don't think that that's the type of, like, you feel me? A nigga just being wild and like, I don't want to say burnt out, but being a little bit too turned up and saying crazy shit every now and again, like, that's the nigga we want to cancel. I don't think Speed is hurting anybody. Cause my thing is like, people always make this argument about like niggas have young fan bases and they're influencing the children, but my thing is like, bro, if your kid is gonna be influenced, they're gonna be influenced, and I'm not saying that makes it okay what they're influenced by, but nigga, if my thing is like, growing up, yes, I was influenced by certain things, but at the end of the day, I always knew I was me. I played GTA. I played violent video games my entire life, and I never wanted to go outside and sell crack. I never wanted to gangbang. I never joined a gang. I never stole shit from nobody's lockers. I never jumped nobody. Like, all the fights I got into was because a nigga disrespected me. It wasn't because because like a nigga disrespected where I was from. I don't do none of that shit. I never broke into a house. Like, all the jokes I made about shit like that was just jokes. I never tried to represent myself like I was a gangman because that's not me. To this, like, I was the nigga wearing all black and shit because I didn't want to wear hood colors. Like, to this day, I'm still kind of wary about wearing fitted caps, nigga. Like, I don't want to seem like something I'm not. So I just, you feel me? Like, I don't even remember why I went on that whole rant about being yourself, but nigga, be yourself, bro. Oh, and like, I think, I don't know, man. I think people just be trying to. Why did I say that? Why did I talk about being myself? I just be high and rambling, but. I don't know, man. I think it's just. I feel like I was talking about being myself just because of the whole Jake Lucky thing, but I just be feeling like niggas be feeling like they got a high horse and somewhere to cancel somebody from, and it's just like, bro, God forbid a nigga be a little bit too wild. God forbid I not fit into your standards of what a fucking creator should be doing on YouTube. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying, nigga. If your kid is gonna be influenced by something, he's gonna be fucking influenced by it, nigga. Like, growing up, I knew who the fuck I was, and I wasn't influenced by the shit I was watching or the shit I was listening to. That's what I was saying. Come on now, nigga. W, come back to W, train of thought. You feel me? W, circle back around and get to what the fuck I was talking about. Whatever the word would be for that. How does he not see me? But you feel me? I just feel like that's like, and that's my argument for the niggas who say like, oh, and don't get me wrong, I know that America right now, it's definitely a violent culture. I'm not even gonna hold you. Horror movies and video games like this are very prevalent, but I feel like if your kid is influenced by, like, the GTA argument, oh my god, it's corrupting the kids' minds. Nigga, if your kid was gonna be influenced by GTA, he was gonna be influenced by seeing a fucking gun in anything, nigga. He was gonna be influenced by seeing a nigga get shot in anything. The nigga might have got influenced by seeing a strap in Forrest Gump. If your kid thinks shooting shit is cool, he's always gonna think shooting at shit is cool. It's really like, bro, people be trying to escape responsibility and escape being parents so bad, like, and not even parents, it's with everybody, bro. People will escape responsibility at any turn point, bro. Like, that's up to y'all, nigga. The shit that my parents didn't want me to see growing up, I didn't fucking watch. Now, don't get me wrong, some of that shit I snuck around and watched, but that's also because my parents weren't like, my parents were they weren't, I don't want to say lenient, but they were realistic. Like, nigga, I was okay with watching South Park and the Boondocks. They was just like, you can't watch that shit around your little sister. I was playing Def Jam Icon, nigga, and Def Jam Fight for New York and all that shit at like 8, 7, and 9. Niggas had me listening to fucking Tupac Hit 'Em Up at like 9 years old or some shit like that. Because my parents knew that I wasn't that type of nigga to be just easily influenced. They knew that they raised me right. They knew that they raised me to always be myself and to always talk to them, nigga. Like, to this day, I feel like it's nothing that I couldn't talk to my parents about. And I feel like that's where niggas be fucking up at. And not that my parents were the most, because my uncle told me this the other day, was something that happened with my little sister. And I don't want to get into too much details, but basically he was like, parents' jobs are, our parent, like, as a parent, my job is to not necessarily scare you straight, but to tell you the right and wrong things. I'm not necessarily here to be your friend and to tell you the light things about life and to be on your side. I'm here to tell you the negative shits and to damn near scare you straight, like to make sure that you don't do this shit underage. And he was telling me that my job as a big brother is to tell her all the positives and to
They taking you to the airport?
I don't want to say coddle her, but to be more of a, to be like, since I'm using the Scared Straight reference, to be less like the inmates in the Scared Straight and more like the cops in the Scared Straight when they have them write letters and be like, do you want to go home to your mom? Shit like that. Like, I'm supposed to be the person guiding her through life, and since I'm closer to her age, showing her the realistic side of things instead of just telling her shit like, don't do drugs because it'll kill you. Not that they're saying shit like that, but you feel me? That's what parents are supposed to tell you. No, don't smoke weed, nigga, you'll die soon. I'm supposed to tell her, bro, smoke weed, but make sure you don't. Make sure you know the nigga you're getting the weed from, and don't smoke pre-rolls, and be safe with whatever you're smoking. And if you don't trust it, don't smoke it. I'm supposed to tell her shit like that. They're supposed to tell her, don't smoke weed at all. You feel me? So if your kid is gonna be influenced by something, he's gonna be influenced. It's not fucking Speed's fault. It's not Aiden Ross's fault. It's not none of that shit's fault, nigga. If your kid is making gay jokes because he thinks gay jokes is funny, and if your kid is gay, it's because he's fucking gay. Niggas be trying to make it seem like a nigga seeing a nigga kiss a nigga on TV is gonna, bro. There's a whole fucking episode about a gay rapper on the Boondocks, nigga. I never wanted to fucking kiss a boy a day of my life, like never.
Fuck, this ain't good.
Niggas will look for every other excuse except for the shit that's right in front of them. Man, your child like dick. Nigga, there's nothing wrong with that. Niggas was watching, they had like multiple rappers about gangsta, they had multiple episodes about Gangstalicious now that I remember, and the one that I remember vividly, and I didn't think it was gross because they were gay. I thought it was gross because of the spit line, bro. This nigga Gangstalicious got out the hospital and made out with a nigga in the forest, and there was this big ass spit line when they stopped making out with each other, and that shit to this day grosses me out, cause it's just like, ugh, nigga, like that's a lot of saliva. You feel me? But if your kid is gonna be influenced, he's gonna be influenced. It's up to you to raise your kids the right way, nigga. Like, I've been playing shit like this since a fucking jit. Never wanted to go pop a nigga. Never wanted to shoot up a school.
Alright, what's he doing? Oh yeah, I know where he is.
I didn't sneak, right? But you feel me? Like, niggas will look for every other excuse except for the one right in front of them. And I'm not, as a nigga that doesn't have kids, I feel weird saying that people are bad parents. So I don't want to say it's that you're a bad parent, but it's like, bro,
We got a problem here.
sometimes children are easily influenced, but also sometimes it's you.
We got a problem here.
I never wanted to be like the video games I saw growing up, because I always was like, my parents always raised me enough to let me know that, nigga, this is a video game. Like, something that I used to hate, but I understand why they said it. Whenever I would try and like defend myself and like actually give niggas a standpoint on how I feel, my dad will always say, it's not fucking, this isn't Disney Channel, this isn't the shit that you watch on TV. And I'm like, nigga, I'm not trying to be like them, because them niggas get disrespectful on there. Them niggas be like, I did do this one time to my mama though. She called me out in the room and I was like, well, before you say anything, and I said something, and then she got mad, and that shit didn't go at all like I thought. I was like, before you say anything, I want to say this. Tell me why this nigga let me get my sentence out, looked me in my face and said, well, since you feel like you're grown enough to tell me this, you can get the fuck out of my face and go back in your room, talk about some before you say anything. Nigga let me get my sentence out, then curse me out. Parents, man. But I wasn't trying to do no Disney Channel shit. I was trying to just defend myself. But I understand why he said it. He was saying it to let me know that, bro, don't fucking emulate the shit that you see on TV and on video games, because that'll get you fucked up in real life. Why don't people say shit like that to their kids? Niggas tell their kids every fucking thing else except for that. Like, people will be too focused on, and like, don't get me wrong, my parents is friends with me too, so like, I get the appeal of that, but people be too focused on being friends with their kids instead of actually parenting, because my parents actually fucking parented. As cool as we are with them, that's why to this day, and I feel like I've told this story before, but that's why to this day I lied to my mama about smoking in the room, because yeah, nigga, we're cool, but you're my mom. As cool as we are, you're my mother, and I will always respect you as such. Like, to this day, and both of my parents have told me, like, you don't have to keep apologizing for this, but to this day, I've told them, like, I feel weird cursing around y'all, because y'all are my parents. Like, I'm in the car with my grandma going to go do my driver's test, and I'm like, so what do you want to listen to? Because I don't really, like, all of my music is cursing, and I don't know what to play around y'all. She's like, if it's your car, like, you're an adult. We just, like, it's damn shame too, because I was driving though. I was driving dirty for a while, so I don't want niggas to think I just started driving at 20. But I damn sure got my L's at 20. But she was like you were grown enough to help me put a down payment on this car. Like, I think we can listen to some curse words. But you feel me? Like, it's just a respect thing, bro. So, like, growing up, I always knew who I wanted to be like. I wanted to be like my grandpops. When I was a little bit younger, I wanted to be like my dad. I wanted to be like my older uncles a little bit. Like, but I was always influenced by family members, nigga. I was never influenced by, like, video games. I never wanted to be like fucking CJ from GTA San Andreas. Never, nigga. You know why? Because that nigga dies at a certain point. Not in the game, but, like, if you fuck up, he get popped. Fuck wrong with y'all? You eat too much, that nigga get fat. And I mean, that happens in real life too, but in real life, I don't want that to happen. I would rather just have it happen on a video game. Niggas be trying to emulate video games too much, and that's back to my earlier point. You feel me? People just gotta parent more. As a nigga without kids, that's my slogan. Niggas gotta parent more, you heard? But that's coming from a nigga who is parented. I don't know if there needs to be a pause on that, but you feel me? Like, and not for nothing, like, even with my dad, even when my parents getting a divorce and me seeing my dad every other weekend, nigga, I still respected my dad enough to not say or do certain shit around him. Now, I was still open with them, like, around the first time I was smoking, like, you feel me? Like, the first couple times I started smoking, I was actually smoking with my mama, but I didn't tell my dad that because I wasn't none of his business. So but I told him I bought like a plug and play. He was like, all right, I don't give a fuck. I'm just, I'm glad you're being safe. I'm glad it's your own shit. I'm glad you know what you're doing. You feel me? Wasn't nothing, like, you feel me? So you just gotta build that type of trust with your kids. And, like, I know it's a slippery slope, but everything is, bro. Everything is a fine line and a fine dance. It's not like there's no right way to do anything, but I for damn sure think there's no right way to parent, and that's again from a nigga with no kids. But, like, bro, there's so many different ways to raise a kid. Like, the way my grandma is with me and my little sister is probably not the exact same way she was with my mom, and the way my mama is probably not, the way my mama is with me is probably not these. I for damn sure know it's not the exact same way she is with my little sister, but that's just always how that's been. But that's what I mean. She was harder on me because I'm a man, and I think I think with everybody, I've said this before too, but I think it's just easier for all of them to relate because they're women, so they know what they're going to and how they're thinking. And with me, it kind of just sounds like, I don't want to say dumb man bullshit, but bro, that's kind of what they think. It's just like, bro, this nigga's that's just man shit. But I don't know, that's a different conversation, you feel me? But I be feeling, but you feel me? I'm saying all that to say I'm saying all that to say that niggas gotta parent, bro. People gotta be themselves. People be too worried about being themselves and being somebody else and not taking fucking responsibility for shit. And that's across all cultures too. That's not even just a white thing. Black parents will do it too. Black parents like, nigga, like, hold on to your birthday money for you. Oh, let me hold on to that so you don't spend it. Why the fuck not? That they gave it to me for that purpose. Niggas will tell you, bro, niggas will tell you when you get a job, like, you better start saving money now for when you go to prom and all that other shit. Like, bro, that's your job. Bro, you had kids. Niggas will try and make you pay them back for having children. Like, I did not get you pregnant. I didn't get you pregnant, and I didn't, you feel me, and I didn't have sex with that woman. It goes for both parents, nigga. Either way, I didn't do the thing that got me here. And I'm not saying that you have to pay for certain shit. Like, certain shit is just like, we don't have enough for it, but it shouldn't be like, well, nigga, if you don't save up, we just not gonna do it. Like, with me and me paying for my car, that was different, because that was just money that I had in my savings account. And I got into I don't even say why I got into a car accident, man. This fucking fat bitch rear-ended me. Fuck wrong with her ass? Fat bitch rear-ended me and then gave me $300, nigga. That shit has me tight to this day. Big ass, man. Shout out to the homie Nick. He used to call our teacher that we had, Miss Braun. Fuck Miss Braun too, by the way. That bitch was bugging. But he used to call her a BFHB, a big fat hefty bitch, and that's exactly what this bitch was that hit me. Fuck her. But I feel like shit like that is different. You feel me? Cause like that was just something that I had in the stash that we needed for that moment. But like, you know, it just be happening. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the first time I got a job, my mama definitely told me that my first check, that she was gonna take it, and she didn't. But that shit had me hot. Like, what do you mean my first check is yours? What type of? Now they didn't try to put me on a payment plan, but I'll never forget, bro. Niggas definitely tried to sit me down and tell me I had to get a haircut and put some money in my savings account every week, and I didn't fucking do that at all. I bought clothes and shit. I bought clothes and video games. I'm not about to fucking get a haircut every week. What? Cause I wasn't even getting my haircut every other week when I didn't have a job. Like, what type of bullshit? I'm not about to. I was like boo boo the fool. Like, I was getting haircuts like as soon as I got a job, niggas definitely stopped paying. Like, I stopped getting haircuts consistently because they just thought I had an. I mean, I did, but they just assumed like you got enough money to pay for your own haircuts now. But I wasn't getting haircuts every 2 weeks when I didn't have a job. So we not about to start that now that I do have a job. That's crazy. We not doing that. And I'm not putting no fucking money in my savings account either, nigga. I just got a job. I'm balling out. Like, what? I didn't get a job so that niggas could keep telling me what to do with my money. That shit used to bug me out when I was younger. Like, I would get some money and I'm trying to go buy some shit. I'm a kid. I've never had money before. This is my first experience of freedom. The first little thing of freedom that I get. I can go somewhere and take some money and make a decision. I don't have to just ask you niggas in here no, and don't ask me for shit when I go in this store, and stop bugging me about this, and we'll go later and all that other shit. No, I actually get to make a decision on my own. But no, you don't. You have to hold on to that money and stop letting that money burn a hole in your pocket. Well, the first time somebody told me that, I'm like, bro, it is burning a hole in my pocket. You're right. It's literally burning a hole in my pocket. I want to go spend it on something. And it was like $1, nigga. Like, you couldn't take me to the fucking 98 cents stand around the corner the next day and let the nigga get some candy. Like, let me feel like an adult. Let me feel like a grown man for once. Like, I could be a grown man when I gotta take out the trash and all that other shit, right? But when it's time to be financially free, oh no, buddy. But I feel like somebody's made this joke before, but being a kid is really damn near like being a slave. It wasn't that bad growing up, obviously, but like, bro, imagine that, like, imagine it, like, and I know that technically if you have a paycheck, there are certain things that you have to pay for. You have to pay rent, you have to pay this, you have to pay that, right? But imagine if you have a paycheck and niggas told you, like, let's just say it's the paycheck after you pay for your bills. Let's say you pay for, because that's normally what I try to do. Let's say you pay all your bills one check and you take care of everything else the next one, right? Let's say that next check, niggas tell you, no, you have to spend, you have to get this, and this. And that's like what bugged me out when they tried to do that to me. Like, I'm not about to, like, I get why you're telling me to put money in my savings account, but no. Like, I'll put the money in my savings account when I want to. And when I wanted to, I saved up a lot. You feel me? Like let me rock out for a little bit. Niggas let me get like 3 checks deep, and they told me. And don't get me wrong, it's 1 check every 2 weeks, so that's like a month and a half. But still, that's a month and a half. I've been working for a month and a half. I ain't even made. I don't even think I made $1,000 at that point, bro. I bought like a fucking t-shirt. Yeah, cause I bought a Born and Raised shirt, and that's why I fucked up at, cause I screenshotted it and sent it to my mama, and I've never made that mistake again ever in my life, cause she told my grandma. But I screenshotted it and sent it to my mom and asked her if she liked it, and then I think I was like Postmating food and shit like that, but like I've never had the financial freedom to get on Postmates and just get what the fuck I want. You feel me? Like it's just my first little experience of feeling like I'm grown. I went out and got a job, and niggas felt like we fuck with that young nigga, we want to give him some money. And I'm like, yeah, like I want to spend this on what I want to spend it on. And they're like, you know. So needless to say, I didn't do that. I left that job broke, but I'm getting a little bit better at spending now. But it's also kind of like, you know, it's also nobody really telling me to. Cause so I think, and I also think that's what comes in with a lot of people. It's like when somebody tells you to do something, you don't want to do it, but when you do it on your own, you want to. So, and I know for sure I suffer from that, because it's like, bro, this would, and I know niggas have made this meme before, but this would bug me a lot. When I would be on my way to wash the dishes and my mom would be like, go wash the dishes, I'm like, my nigga, what do you think I'm walking to the kitchen for? It ain't no food in that motherfucker. Like, I don't know how to cook. What do you think you think I just like the decor? I'm about to go wash some dishes. But, you know, I get why, like, don't get me wrong. That's something I'm trying to get better at doing, which is taking help, because that is, like, they were just trying to help me, but I also feel like it's also like a form of control. Like, help, it can be 2 things at once. You can be helping me and also trying to control me at the same time. Like, and I know that sounds crazy, but it's like, the advice that you're giving me could be good advice, but that's also all it has to be, is advice. You don't have to, like, tell me that I'm going to do this and that I have to do this. Like, telling somebody that they have to save some money is crazy. Especially for a nigga with no bills. Like, I guess I get them making me pay my phone bill because I had a job at that point, but for a nigga with only his phone bill to pay, and now you're telling me I have to put some money to the side? What do I need to put money to the side for? That's all all I'm paying for is my phone bill and sneakers. What do I need to get? Because again, and that shit was funny to me, because I was not getting a haircut that consistently when I didn't have a job. So now that I do, that's not what we running. We not finna do that. We not finna do that. Nigga said I gotta get fresh, like, cause once I started getting a job, once I got a job, I'm like, I don't even really give a fuck about haircuts like that. Keep it 100 with you, like, nigga, like, if somebody died or if somebody got married, I'll get a haircut, but besides that, nigga, it's Beanie Man till I die, or Beanie Man and a good trucker every now and again. But hey, you know, I wonder what, when my sister get her first job, I wonder what bill they gonna have her pay. It's probably gonna be her phone bill too. Shout out to Carlos Miller. That's where I got that joke from, about niggas trying to make you pay them back for having kids, because it's like, that's damn near what it is, bro. And like, the phone bill thing, I ain't too hot about, but like, niggas couldn't wait to get that off. Like, oh, you got a job now? Guess what? Why I didn't just use that in the first place? You know what's crazy? I don't even feel like I really had to clear all these niggas out like that. Cause I feel like I seen Berleezy like skip past all these niggas. But you know, look, just cause Berleezy did it doesn't mean I could do it. I'm not as wavy. What is that shit that nigga be saying? I'm not as crispy as him. Feel me? Sometimes, you know, violence solves all problems. All y'all niggas eat dick, you heard? Fuck you talking about? Stop protecting rats, nigga. We don't. Oh shit, let me get in the. Look, I'm popping shit. They about to pull up on me.
Tom. Frank. Don sent me. I figured as much. I'm sorry that...
And by the way, being a kid is like being a slave thing. That was a joke, but I am gonna flesh it out a little bit more in a bit. I'm gonna keep going with the inappropriate joke.
To be you, Tommy. Anything you want me to tell him? I wish it could have shaken out better, but Morello finally came after me. It's okay. You can come out.
Damn, I don't want to have to shoot you in front of you, bitch.
Morello offered me a simple trade. The Don's account books for our lives and tickets out of this town.
I don't give a fuck what he offered you, you rat bastard.
I'm not so stupid, Don. They're safe.
You're not so smart either.
Morello was waiting for this.
It's a key to a box in the Grand Imperial Bank downtown.
I told Morello I'd hand it over after the plane was fueled and ready to go. His men were meant to fetch it before we left. I took care of them. Told them to get on a plane. Go on, march, Alice. Get aboard.
Frank, you're coming with us.
Not right now, honey. Just get buckled in. Tommy and I, we have some serious business to discuss.
But Frank...
Get on the plane, March. For Alice. For me. Get
what if he just shot him?
Plane, please.
They get on the plane, you just hear POW! You big forehead, goddamn bad posture having ass bitch. I'm about to do you, nigga. Filthy. In front of your kid, in front of your girl, nigga. I'm about to shoot this nigga's glasses off.
Yeah. Now you've been paid twice. You take the ladies wherever they want to go.
Nigga.
Yes, sir.
You'll never see your family again, pussy.
Thank you, Tom.
Pussy nigga, don't thank
Christ,
me.
Frank.
Bitch nigga, don't
Why
thank
didn't
me.
you ask us for help? I guess I just wanted out. One way or the
getting
other.
out.
I'm tired, Tommy. Tired of lying to my wife. Tired of checking under my car every time I take a Sunday drive.
You don't gotta worry about that
I'm
no
tired
more.
of waiting for the Don to put two in my temple.
He's not doing it, I am. I feel no remorse for you. You know why? Cause nigga, you was about to tell on us and get us all fucking...
God damn you, Frank.
Get us all thrown under the bus. And I feel no remorse for this nigga either. And I'm not gonna say what happens to him, but everybody knows what happens to Tommy. But still, situations like this really make me question his character, because it's like, you really have to think about what Paulie said. This nigga was about to fucking sell us out. Do you really think that he felt that bad about it when he was in a hangar about to leave us, nigga? He was just gonna call them and tell them where the safe deposit boxes were. We was about to be fucking shit out of luck and you wanna be a good nigga. But again, that's look, whoops right back around. That's why it goes into knowing who you are, which is why this is why I never tried to act like a gang member, even with the homies that did gangbang. Never was asking for no put on, nigga. I always knew when to go home. Like, niggas just be trying to be something that they not. Like, you just fucked everything up and you don't even realize it. Trying to be Mr. fucking nice man. That stupid ass fucking smirk on your face, nigga. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. This nigga.
Good afternoon, sir.
Top video game characters that disgust me. Number one, Tommy Angelo.
Thanks.
I ain't gonna lie, like deadass seriously, I'm not joking though. He's not number one, but he's like on the list though for sure. Like, I don't fucking like this nigga. This is a good game, but I don't like this dude. Because like, how, like, bro, and like, not to go on a snitch rant, but like, bro, you didn't have to do any of this. You could have kept being a fucking cat. Like, I hate people, like, and I know the expression wanting your cake and eating it too is stupid, because obviously if it's my cake, I'm gonna want to fucking eat it. But these type of niggas really want their cake and eat it too, bro. You can't just take all the goods from something and not take the negatives from it, bro. That's what comes with it. That's what comes with the world, bro. And I don't want to say that the world is all about balance, because sometimes for things you can't have balance. Sometimes you have to just be all in on one thing. But in life, it can't be all in on the good. Sometimes criticism is it's something negative about you, something that you need to work on. It doesn't necessarily need to be negative, but it's something that you can improve on. You're not good at everything. Niggas aren't the best at everything. Nigga. Ooh, I was about to swing on this nigga. Fuck you talking about? But you feel me? Like, niggas just need to. Niggas gotta fucking do better.
For Frank Coletti.
Ah, yes, Mr. Angelo?
Yeah.
Mr.
That's me.
Coletti said it might be you who came, and to provide access. Please, follow me.
Huh. I wonder what that means. Does that mean that he wasn't gonna snitch, or does that mean that he knew that he was gonna die? Cause I think that he knew that the Don might find out, you feel me? Because those books are fucking important, you feel me? Frank ain't the only one with access to them. They're the Don's books, so I think that nigga might have either knew that he was gonna die, or he might have got on the plane and then called me.
Covered my tracks. Salieri never asked any questions. In fact, apart from the funeral, I never heard him talk about Frank again.
Cause how the fuck could he? That was like his right hand. It's actually a picture of his office, I think, of all of these niggas, of him, Frank, and Morello. But yeah, like Tommy, I really gotta come up with a list of like video game characters, or characters from, just characters that I hate, cause I don't like this nigga Tommy. I don't like Sam punk ass either. But that's for later. Who else? We got two from the same game already. I don't like that fuck ass nigga Tenpenny. Samuel L. Jackson is a great actor. Anybody that could really make you fucking hate them is an amazing actor.
Sergio and I just came by to pay respects, that's all. Known Frank a long time. Almost as long as you. He's a good man. Smart. Loyal. Loyal to his wife. His kid above all else. There must be some kind of honor in that in you.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe he's seeing Jesus
but I'm
right
still
now.
looking at this headstone with his little girl's name on it.
Damn, wait, when he said do what we need to do, he meant kill their family too? Damn, that's some real shit. That nigga said it's a horrible thing. And he just gotta live with that now. But I don't know what's next. I don't think, yeah, oh yeah, niggas got 2 minutes left. I'm calling. My bad, I had to take the headphones off. But yeah, man. Oh yeah, that's how I was gonna flesh that joke out more. What I was saying, being a kid is like being a slave. It's basically they tell you when to eat, you fuck up, and you talk back, you get hit, or you're subject to cruel and unusual punishment. Like my mom and my grandmom shit was, you need to go stand in the corner and hold a piece of paper up, and you better not let your arm fall. Oh my goodness, bro. The torture that you just get subjected to as a child is fucking crazy. And then niggas be wondering why people grow up with mental disorders. Not that I got one, but like, you feel me? Like, I feel like it's okay to make jokes like this, just cause like it's nothing wrong with it. It's no malice behind it. Like, I don't hate my family. Like, I love them niggas. So I feel like, but then again, like when I make a joke about getting kicked out the house, I feel like I said this before too, but like my mom gets really uncomfortable. Like, and like, I don't know why, nigga, cause like, and I've never asked her this, but I don't think my mama ever got put out the house. Whenever I make a joke about getting put out the house, it's always about me getting kicked out. Like, I don't know why you get uncomfortable about me get, like, what type of shit? Imagine you a slave and you and like the fucking slave owner tell you can't talk about when you get beat. Like, oh, come on, let's that was the past. That was yesterday. Ignore those markings on your back. Alright, I don't know. Let me stop with this shit though. Cause they definitely got Kanye ass for saying that slavery was a choice. And I'm not saying that slavery is a choice. I just thought it was funny when people compare being a kid to being a slave. But shout out to having a good childhood though, because even with that, my parents was cool. I'm cool with all my family. When I was a jit nigga, my grandma used to have me saying that I'm a grown ass man. I can do what I want. So I just like whenever I look back on these stories, it's never anything bad. It's always funny. Like that's why I'm always laughing and smiling when I say these stories. It's never anything bad. Like I don't, I don't look back on them with malice. I just look back on them like I look back on them laughing because I always, not that I always thought I was a smart person, but I always, my point in things, I think I was always very logical, and my point in things always persists. Like I always knew what I meant. Not in every argument, but in every argument, I knew at least from my standpoint what I was trying to say, even if I couldn't articulate it the best, or if niggas didn't want to listen to me because I'm younger, or because I'm the grandchild, or because I'm the son. I get, like, I still knew what I was trying to say, so I say these stories smiling and looking back on them because your parents look at them from, like, their parent perspective, and you looking at it from, like, you feel me? Like, nigga, I knew what I was trying to do. Like, to this day, my mama make jokes about me smoking in my room and lying to her about it, but it's funny to you until I, cause when she asked me, the thing about this is like, and I'm about to get off after this, but the thing about this is like, my mom would be cool with me smoking, but sometimes I would go out there and they wouldn't smoke with me, and I said that to them one time, and they was like, well, you still a kid, we can't be smoking you out all the time, so. You obviously aren't cool with me smoking all the time. The first time we smoked together, we ain't even really smoked like that. Niggas let me get one hit in and then said, alright, I can't smoke with you. I don't want to feel like a bad mom. So, like, it's like there's a fine line that's drawn. And it's like, it's weird to walk it because it's like, nigga, I don't know what I can and cannot say around you. Like, now I can say whatever because I'm grown. But it's like, I know this is going to sound crazy, but like, I lied to you because you're my mom. Like, we cool, but I lied because I love you. I lied because I love you. I don't want you to know your kid's a piece of shit. You heard? I lied because I love you. But with that, niggas have a good day at school. Have a good day at work. Touch you some paper. Drink some lemonade. Go listen to Benny the Butcher. Watch the Wayans Bros. Eat good. Smoke even better. I feel like I said this already, but touch some paper. Tell your family that you love them. Think back on childhood stories and bring them up and be funny. My favorite part about all of this shit that I'm saying is that I tell these stories to my mom now, and then she'll try and guilt trip me and be like, well, I guess I was just a fucking shitty mother, huh? Like, nigga, don't get the fuck out of here with all that shit. Ain't nobody believing all that. Like, if you don't just laugh with me real quick, like, goddamn. But you feel me? Tell your family you love them. Tell them a funny story or two, and nigga, eat good and smoke even better. I'm out this bitch.